Ready? Hi guys, this is Natascha from the Quincy Public Library. We're going to be doing some fun science experiments. It's going to be a little messy, so just make sure you're somewhere that your parents are okay with you making a little bit of mess. Bouncy balls, you're going to need glue all. We have a big jug of it. You want to make sure that it is the glue all, as this is a thicker glue. You can use school glue, but it probably won't turn out as well because school glue is runnier. You're going to need cornstarch, food coloring, and then you're going to need borax. I took my borax out of its box, so I thought I'd print off a picture. This is found in the laundry detergent aisle. It's in a big box. This is the kind that I used. You can use any kind of borax. So we will start with doing a tablespoon of glue. I already started. So you have this big tablespoon of glue, and it's usually abbreviated on the spoons as TBS, so just in case you're confused. So you're going to pour that into a container and add 3 drops of glue. As I've already done, you can see we have a nice green color going. You're going to set that aside, and then we're going to pour our teaspoon of teaspoon of borax into another container, which I've done. And now we need 2 teaspoons of cornstarch. There are lots of recipes for bouncy balls on Pinterest or all over the internet. I did a lot of them, and this is the one I tweaked some, and this is the one I found that worked the best. I like to stir this together to kind of get it all mixed up together. And then you're going to add them into your glue mixture, and it says wait 15 seconds. So, oops. Hopefully that stuff I spilled will not matter. All right, so let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then we're gonna start stirring really quickly. You wanna do this fast because it's going to start forming really quickly, as you see, and it is gonna be tough. I like using these little containers. This was once applesauce. They come in handy. So once you get to this point, pull it off. You're going to work it into a ball really quickly. Just get it going. It's messy. These balls will not bounce as high as the ones that you buy from the vending machine, and they will not be the nice, smooth, round ones. But as long as they bounce and you can say, look, I made a ball on my own, kind of form it. I probably could have done this a little quicker. Here's our ball. Time of truth. And it bounced. So what makes our bouncy ball a science experiment is because this activity demonstrates an interesting chemical reaction between the borax that we use. So between this borax that we use and the glue. So the borax acts as a cross-linker to the polymer molecules in the glue. I know, lots of big sciencey words. Basically, it creates a chain of molecules that stay together when you pick it up. So it creates the chain, so when we pick up our ball, it stays together. And then the cornstarch helps bind the molecules together so they stay in their shape better. So then we get a ball that will bounce and it stays together. So that's our little science. Don't forget to check out all of the science books that we have at the library, and we'll post a picture of some of the science experiment books that we have available for you guys to come in and check out. The next thing we're gonna make is flubber, or some people call it gack. It's just fun. It's something fun to do. So this one we're gonna need glue, water, gonna need that borax again. Again, for your reference, this is what it looks like, a box of it found in your laundry detergent aisle at the grocery store, Walmart. And then food coloring and measuring cups. So this one you're gonna need 8 ounces, which is, you can use the 1 cup measuring cup, and then you're going to need a 1/2 cup of measuring cup, and then you're going to need a teaspoon for the other thing. So here's my teaspoon. That is, again, abbreviated TSP on the spoons. It can be a little confusing if you don't have experience with them, so I like to clarify that. So you're going to need 2 bowls. So we're going to start with 8 ounces of glue. And you can use Elmer's. I have the glue all. We buy it in jugs here at the library because we use it a lot. Come on. As you see, glue wall is thicker, is a thicker glue than like our school glue. All right. Let's get it all in there. And you're gonna use that same amount of water. I just filled up my water bottle, so I don't have to run back and forth to the sink. And since it's the same amount of that we use for the glue, I'm just gonna go ahead and pour it in the same cup. It's all gonna get mixed together anyway, so open this up. You wanna be careful when you're playing with your flubber, because if you drop it on the ground, it will pick up anything that's on the ground. So we're gonna mix it up, and then you can add whatever food coloring you want. You should probably get a spoon too. Miss Natascha is failing at that. Let's pour some, ooh, pretty green flubber. Reminds me of the Disney movie. All right, now we got that pretty well as mixed up as we're gonna get right now. In a separate bowl, we're going to do our half cup of warm water, and you want it to be warm just because it's going to help the borax melt quicker or dissolve quicker in the water. And then we're going to need 1 teaspoon of the borax. So we're going to get that in there, mix it up. It smells very lovely. All right, get that all mixed up, and we are going to combine it. Now, this is going to form really quickly, so you're gonna wanna get your hands in there. When it gets to that point, it's gonna get messy. You ready for it? All right. As you see, oops. Again, another messy project. See how it's forming? So let's ditch that. Get the hands in there. Dig in, mix it all up. All right, guys, so it does say to pour the mixture in slowly. Miss Natascha didn't do that, but keep going. As you see, there is some liquid left behind, and that's okay. We got our nice flubber. It is, as you saw, really messy to begin with, but now look, now that I got it all mixed up and lovely, this is what my hands look like. So there's our flubber. So just keep working with it, and then we can just throw away that leftover stuff. I've done this a couple times, and I've always had leftover. I don't know the explanation behind it, but as long as we finally get to this lovely point with our flubber, it's all good, right? Hi guys, all right, now it's time to move on to a quicksand experiment that you can do at home, and this is also how you make oobleck, so it's a 2-for-1. So you're gonna need a new box or container of cornstarch. We're gonna start slowly adding it in, but we will be using a whole box or container. You're gonna need water, a measuring cup, and then some little toy figurines that we can sink into the quicksand. I did 3 dinosaurs and this little metal guy, just for fun. Can't let the dinosaurs have all the fun. All right, so you're gonna start with doing about 1/4 of your container of cornstarch. Luckily, it does not have to be exact in this experiment because we're gonna end up using it all. Whoa, buddy. All right, then we're gonna start with, that looks like about 1/4. If you really wanna get to technical, you can do your math equations. We're using 16 ounces and 1/4 of 16 ounces. Our 16 ounces is in 2 cups. 1/4 of that would be 1/2 a cup. Yay, math. See, you will use it sometime in life. All right, and then we're going to do a 1/2 cup. We'll start with a 1/2 cup of water. So as we're making this, there's gonna be times it's gonna be tough, so you can abandon the spoon and use your hands if you need to. I'm gonna try to do it as much with the spoon as I can. So as you see, it's already tough, so we can keep slowly adding water. You're gonna need about 1 to 2 cups of water. I just have my water bottle. It's a little bit more than 2 cups of water. Just, it's easy, and I don't have to keep running to the sink to show you guys. As you see, nice and tough is the name of the game in this one. So keep going. Might have to abandon the spoon sooner. So like I said, we're going to use the pretty much the whole box, and you're going to get your oobleck or your quicksand into the consistency of honey. So we'll add some more cornstarch. Again, slowly. You don't want to dump the whole thing in there. Maybe not talk while you're doing this so cornstarch doesn't fly in your mouth like it just did for me. And be somewhere where you can make a mess, because this is messy. As you see how it's getting hard to move, and it's probably because I'm going fast, because that is going to be the science that we'll be talking about with the flubber and the quicksand. So we're having lots of fun with science today, getting messy. We're about halfway through our cornstarch, so we're just going to keep going. Come on. Ooh, that came out a little bit faster than I wanted it to. Add some more water. All right. This is an arm workout too today, guys. All right. So while we are mixing this up, I want you to get a good look at my, triceratops, my little figures, and we'll do a hypothesis on which one we think is going to sink the fastest. So we have Mr. Triceratops, we have our Tyrannosaurus Rex dinosaur, and we have our Stegosaurus, and then we have this lovely Kirby. What you need to know about them is that Kermit is the only one that's made of metal. The rest are plastic. So take a guess which one you think is going to sink first, and then maybe which one you think is going to sink second, third, and fourth. And do that with your figurines that you use as well. I think it's time to abandon the spoon in this. So see how our oobleck is doing here, or our quicksand. Ooh, that's some good oobleck there. All right, let's do the rest. I myself really like playing with this. I think it's fun. People find it calming, so let's get it mixed. I use a little bit of warm water because it's nice to feel the warmth as you're mixing it up instead of cool. So, oops, it's coming out at me. So cornstarch is made up of a long chain of atoms. And when you move past them slowly, they will flow like liquid because they can slide easily past each other. So if I go slow, as you see how it has more of a liquid consistency. But when you squeeze it, see that how it's thick, roll or agitate them, it becomes, the atom chains will get entangled and form the solid. So yay for our science. So substances like oobleck is referred to as non-Newtonian fluids because they don't have the normal properties that you get with either a solid or a liquid. So do you see, I feel like we're at that consistency of some honey. So here is the cool quicksand part. See how it's moving slow, nice and liquidy. And when I squeeze it, it's still a little rough. So if you were to fall and or get into quicksand, you'll start to sink, and your instinct would be to move really quick. So you're going to try to get out, but see how you can't. I can pick up my bowl with trying to get out of the quicksand. And in real life, if you ever come across quicksand, you'll want to move slow and have someone throw a stick out at you. So see our nice liquid, but then you can squeeze it and make the solid. So a lot of fun. Try a lot, see how fast you can move your hand out, let it get down in there. Try to move it real quick. See, it's a struggle. If you're using a glass bowl, hold on to it. You do not want to break your mom's glass. Just like I don't want to break my bowl. All right, now it's gonna be hard because I have four figurines. So we're gonna drop them in. You got your guess on who's gonna sink fastest. You ready? Together. Ooh, Kermie's going down. He's kind of bringing the Stegosaurus down with him. But looks like oh, there they go. Tyrannosaurus Rex is really hanging on, isn't he? Look at that. All right. Maybe I should rescue them now. So Kermie fell down here. And again, if I try to pull him out real quick, it's tough. But if I go slow, we're getting that cool liquid. And then, oh, there's Kermie. And see the nice liquid moving off of him. So it's just fun, guys. Just have fun, play with it. Sink as many of your toys that your parents will let you. I don't recommend when you're done doing all your playing and stuff, don't, put it down the sink. I would put it in the trash can. But yeah, so here's the dinosaurs hanging on. I like how it picked up the other one. So thanks for hanging out with me today and doing some science. Again, in the comments below, we will have some science books that you can check out from the library. We'll give you some cool titles and where to find them and some science experiments. And I hope you guys have fun. And, if you want, do a little video of you making some and share it with us. We would love to see it. Thanks, guys.